What up everyone, I am the guard.
I'm the bee.
And welcome back to FriendSim for volume 3 of Ladyy's Grey and Lusus White. With ladies.
Yes. Putting one foot in front of the other, you continue on through the strange alien world. Just when you think stuff is beginning to make sense, it all slips through your fingers and becomes even stranger and more alien. There does, however, seem to be one thing that remains constant through all planets and walks of life. The thing is friendship! You are on the prowl for more.
I must collect them all.
It would have perhaps been wise to stay with one of your wonderful new friends until you are fully healed. But as Martha Stewart said, visitors, like fish, begin to smell after 3 days. What?
Is this going to be another running thing from Homestuck of misattributed quotes?
I think so.
You're almost positive Martha Stewart said that. There we go.
Nevertheless, you soldier on in your endless quest for companionship.
More friends.
Where will your travels take you next?
Let's go and see a Skylar Congra. I probably said that wrong.
As dawn approaches, you find yourself heading out of the big city and into the rustic outskirts. That's very bright.
Yes, because that's the Alternian sun, and it'll instantly burn your retinas and give you horrible sunburn.
Yes. Man, the sun sure is bright on this planet. It's rising over the crest of the distant hills, a huge fiery ball. The later it gets, the bigger and bigger it grows. Way bigger than you've ever seen the sun on Earth. What's that smell? Could it be your flesh beginning to sizzle? Fantastic! You love the country. No wonder the nightlife seems so active on Alternia. They are all nocturnal to avoid brutal daily roasting.
And yet we'll continue to roast each other.
You reach into your pocket for your cool new shades, but you appear to have left them at your friend's house. Fuck.
You seem to have left them behind.
You gotta get yourself together. The recent physical trauma and extensive heme loss has left you a little fuzzy. You weren't built for this wilderness survival shit. You're starting to wish you'd just stolen a fucking Lamborghini or something instead of a spaceship.
Lamborghini.
This seriously isn't looking good. The city is too far away now for you to turn back, and you have no choice but to continue walking. Maybe you can just find a cave or a hole in the ground. Maybe you can just cover yourself with grass.
That might help.
You wish that someone had mentioned the Death Sun in between offering you alien meat products and calling you their muse.
My muse!
Off to your left in the distance, you catch sight of what might be the shimmer of sunlight on glass. A window? A solar panel? You could seriously clean up with renewable energy on this planet.
Yeah, just maybe just find somewhere in the Rust District. Or no, in the Jade Oasis. And you could probably power the entire place.
Should you change your trajectory and go towards the shimmer, it might just be a mirage.
You never know.
You turn your aching, stinging meat sack towards a distant, promising sparkle of safety and succor. You focus on just staying upright, one step at a time. Just keep swimming or whatever. God, this sun though. You need SPF 5 million for this nonsense. But then, almost like it has picked itself up to come scuttling to meet you, you suddenly find yourself in front of a long, low structure. You let out a yelp of anguish, pounding on the door. At least, you hope it's the door.
What in the world?
The door opens and you fall inside with one of the most pathetic whimpers of your career.
This is another voice where some people have said that I am now this canon voice.
Blessed darkness closes in on you. From right beside you comes a sniffling yip, like some joker who's making fun of your dire situation. Something warm and wet glides up your stinging cheek. That's a...
Hold on, lady. Give him some room.
A pair of hands helps you sit up gently. Your eyes haven't adjusted enough to make out more than a couple of shapes, one upright and one lower to the ground.
What y'all doing out here? Wait, what were you doing out there? Can you stand?
Strong arms pull you to your feet.
Strong woman.
Strong. Ooh. You wonder if everyone on this planet is strong or if you're just extremely flimsy. They guide you to a chair at the end of a long table.
Trolls are naturally strong, even the rust casts are
I mean,
pretty sturdy.
look, even her symbol is just like...
Yes!
guns out.
But that's the thing with most of the bronze cast signs. They're all like some kind of animal head with horns.
Stutteringly, you begin to explain yourself that you are an injured, not exhausting, who is ravenous for pals.
Well, bless your heart. But hold on a tick. Dinner's about to burn.
Now that your rescuer mentions that you do smell something, it smells amazing.
Funny, y'all just blunder in here like that. I was just saying, wasn't I, lady? It's been so long since we had any sort of guests who weren't Imperial drones or out to rob us.
You rub at your watering, slowly clearing eyes, and when you look back up, your rescuer finally comes into focus. She's tall.
She's tall.
Yes. Taller than anyone else you've met here, you think. Also, maybe a little older. Not that you're an expert in troll physiology. She just has an air of knowledgeable competence. She's wearing a fringed jacket and holding up a plate.
There you go. Your Oculus feeling any better? By the by, my name's Skylar. It's a pleasure to meet you. And this here's Ladyy. Look at that dog.
That's Lassie.
That looks like a really shitty Photoshop border collie. It's not a border collie. It's a Shetland collie.
It is. It's Lassie.
It's Lassie. Her name is Ladyy.
It's a
with laser eyes. Pew!
You know that effect in Photoshop where it makes things cartoony looking?
Yeah.
By reducing their colours? It's that, but of Lassie.
Yeah.
She looks down, and at first you think she means the table. But then you look under the table at the giant monster dog looking at you.
Bark.
You jolt so hard you almost fly backward out of your goddamn chair.
Yeah. Well, there. No need for theatric. I'm starting to sound like Scout. Not Scout as in TF2 Scout, but Scout from No Matter Nowhere.
Yes.
No need for theatrics.
It looks sort of like one of those Lassie dogs with the pointed noses, except enormous and pure white. Its barks practically shake the whole house.
Imagine the size of Ladyy. I think she's probably like that big. I'm starting to
I want to bury my head in the fur and just
I'm starting to wonder how big is Snowkeeter and what's his name? Begins with F. It's Nordic for wolf. It's not Frenchy. You're having fun there. Fenris! Yeah, I'm starting to wonder how big Snowkeeter is, or Fenris is, if based on the size of this collie. Hey there, lady. No need to be rude. They've clearly had one hell of a time, and they don't look dangerous. Just really peculiar. Besides, if they try anything, you and me can take them.
Skylar puts her hands on her hips, staring you down with thunderous yellow eyes.
Thunderous. Right? No funny business, you hear?
You swallow and nod, trying to look unthreatening and obliging, ready for anything. For instance, friendship. You are so ready for that. Skylar sets down the plate she's holding.
Here, have a grub cake.
A what now?
There's plenty.
That sounds gross as hell, but whatever's sitting on your plate looks and smells exactly like a normal pancake, golden brown and crispy at the edges.
There's boiled tree blood there too, if you like. Also, churned dairy product. Cheese. Cheese and syrup.
She puts down a carafe of syrup and a dish of butter. Man, everything here has really weird names. Skylar pours a cup of some very familiar smelling liquid. Brown bean juice, you guess. Skylar raises an eyebrow.
No. That's just coffee.
She sits down next to you.
You're lucky you're the only thing... Okay. You're lucky you are the only thing of the light of dawn. No one wants to be out in direct Alternian sunlight besides Jades. And no offense, but you certainly don't look it. And no offense, but you certainly ain't Jade blood that I've ever seen. At first I thought y'all were like some kind of mutated Lusus, cause you don't have any horns and you're kinda grunting and yipping up a storm back there. But you're an alien, right? Don't worry. I won't call the drones. I best get used to being around aliens anyway. Seeing how as I'm gonna be seeing a whole mess of y'all come next week.
She laughs nervously. You aren't sure what she's talking about. Do you even need to specify that anymore? It's just natural law at this point. Gravity, the conservation of energy, and you don't know what the fuck is going on.
Lady, will y'all mind drawing a bath for our guest? No offense, but you smell like you could use one.
You can't argue with that. You offer a cautious smile. God, she seems so nice and caring. We've been burned before, and cut, and generally kicked around by fate.
Fate is a cruel mistress.
It's a tough world out there, but you want to trust Skylar. Ladyy takes a bucket in her muzzle and runs out into the yard, getting up on her hind legs and batting at the door latch to open it. It's adorable.
How big is the door?
The sun is high enough now that the whole landscape outside is washed in white.
I will say her house looks fantastic. I would live there. Except for the fact that the sun will burn me to death.
Oh god, the dog.
Oh, it's sweetie out of worry. Lusus I find to go out for a little while in daylight. Their coats reflect light or something to that effect. I don't really know how it works. I ain't exactly known for my scientific acumen.
You tell her that she seems pretty smart from where you're standing. As cynical as you're becoming, you just can't help try to being her friend. She's so nice and, wow, really pretty.
Is she? Are you more interested in the big juggler lady?
Yeah.
The big titty ninja.
Chakot is my wife.
Chakot is wife now.
Yeah.
What about Polypa? No, not Polypa, but Conigol.
I don't know who that
She
is.
She buff olive.
I like the tall and the buff.
Tall buff.
All the big women's.
All the big women's.
Not that that's a requirement for friendship, but your retinas would have to be way more scholarly than they are to not notice that.
Blind like me.
Yes, hello, Tarzan.
That's all I can do is Terezi. Just scrape for a bit and then laugh. That's nice y'all to say, but it wouldn't really even matter if I was a bona fide genius. Someone of my caste could never hope to rise up in the ranks. Best I can hope for is hauling crates on some cargo vessel.
Ranks? Cargo vessel? You saw your bite of grub cake, ready to ask her if she's thinking about joining the military, but just then a swell of noise erupts from outside of the house. Shouts, crashes, and Lady's frantic barks. Skylar gasps and launches herself out of her chair, knocking over the carafe of syrup. It oozes across the tabletop in a sticky wave.
In the way that syrup does. Oh no! Not now!
What the hell is going on?
Bandits! Goddamn Lusus thieves!
You don't get the chance to say anything else before Skylar careens towards the door, throwing up an arm as blazing white light pours in. Oh god, she's going to go outside and burn up. She isn't thinking straight. You've got to do something.
We may as well help her.
What the hell? You've already experienced the Alternian sun. It sucked a whole lot. Maybe now we'll suck less because of how bad it sucked then. Just a sliding scale of suckage. My eye is...
Oh, it's very bright.
Skylar plunges out into the daylight in the direction of the commotion. Like a big dumb asshole, you barrel out into the blazing hellscape after her.
God damn it, now my eyes are hurting.
Oh god. I think that might be dust. We
Yeah.
need tissues.
Hang on, if I put my glasses on, that might help. I don't know why I haven't been doing that. Surprise! It still sucks!
Hold on.
Ow, yeah. God damn you, Alternian son!
Surprise, it still sucks. You've had sunburns before, but this is ridiculous. This is a fucking monster of a gas giant, pointing and laughing at the tiny speck of humanity you represent, trembling before the void.
Void!
It's a pure assault on all your senses. The light is almost as bad as the heat, and you put up your arms to block the glare, following the dust Skylar kicks up behind her. You doubt your eyes will actually ever adjust to this fuckery, but you can see a little better than before. There are about a dozen of them, all of them trolls, all of them wearing dark, padded outfits that cover their faces. They look halfway between hazmat suits and SWAT uniforms. All of them have big, fake-looking guns that probably aren't fake. In fact, one of them shoots a laser at your face. You duck, and it leaves a blazing heat trail across your cheek.
Wee, it's the Matrix.
But as all of you is currently burning, it doesn't really break your stride. Skylar throws herself into the fray, letting out a war cry accompanied by the sound of a fist hitting flesh.
I wonder what trolls roaring sound like.
It's 12 against 2, which, if you remember your fractions right, is not unlike 6 against 1.
Whee!
But these guys had probably not been expecting a frontal assault, and they had definitely not been expecting a Skylar who was frankly fucking terrifying. She shoves 3 trolls down like dominoes, grabbing up a discarded gun and shooting all 3 whilst they're on the ground. You've never been in a fight before, a fucking all-out brawl. It's scary, but now that you're in the thick of it, also kind of awesome. Sure, your skin is burning and you could be killed at any moment, but that's just how it goes on this planet.
Those UV rays, boy.
You just gotta get into the swing of things. Take no prisoners, kill or be killed, hell yeah.
What? She looks like she's having great fun.
Oh yeah. You put one of the bandit trolls in the face. Fuck, that probably hurt your fist more than it hurt the troll, but it does throw them off balance for long enough to Skylar to smash the butt of her gun into the side of their head.
Whee! Yeehaw! Hell yeah!
She gives you a wild grin. The two of you are beaming at each other while a hostile alien sun tries to boil away the liquid from your eyeballs, and a bunch of bandits try to dogknap a giant monster. You love this girl. In a friendship way. But still, you love her. You make an awesome team. Another troll comes up behind Skylar and she smashes an elbow into their throat, grabbing them by the front of their uniform and suplexing them onto the dusty ground.
I'm just trying to imagine Crunzy, but he's doing the same thing, but he's got like chain gauntlets, so it'd be even more impressive.
She wails on them with her bare hands. God. She's really hot.
Get Ladyy!
Oh, right. You stumble over to where the Lusus is thrashing inside a big black net. You don't have any way to cut her free, but she's already doing great on her own, biting through the fibers with her big, sharp teeth. Mork. You hold the net still for her to finish the job and then pull it off her so she can join the fray.
Look at that dog go.
It's over fast after that. How did they even get Ladyy into the net in the first place? She's so giant and quick, grabbing trolls in her jaws and shaking them like chew toys.
Yay!
The remaining 5 who are still standing, jumping to their weird little dune buggies and make tracks. Emphasis on the bug. They look like scuttling little beetles.
Everything on Alternian looks like bugs.
Skylar chases after them for a few hundred yards, throwing the gun after them and shouting obscenities.
Troll obscenities are fun. And stay away, you hear? Tell the rest of them why you don't ever fuck with a Rusty's ranch.
She stands silhouetted against the blazing sun, the dust trails vanishing into the distance. You are awash in heady victory, giggling like a lunatic before the adrenaline kind of drains out of you all at once. You are violently reminded of your fucked up ribs and recent heme loss. The Alternian sun beats down, and your arms are already covered in raised patches of red skin. This is a sunburn turned up to 11.
Whoa there, are you okay?
Skylar is swaying too. A spray of olive green heme covers her cheek. At least the rainbow heme on this planet means you can be sure it isn't hers. But she still looks rough, kind of how you feel.
Ladyy! Come here, girl.
Wow, you're gonna sit down and maybe just take a little break, because the pale landscape swoops, going even paler.
Wee. No, you can't rest here. You'll die, dumbass. I'm not letting anything happen to my new best friend. Get up.
New best friend? Holy shit, that makes you so happy. You absolutely can't die here. No, you just made such an amazing friend. Somehow, the two of you managed to drag each other across the yard and towards the house. Hive, you're going to get this lingo down if it kills you. Whenever you feel yourself about to fall forward, you lean on Skylar. When you start to fall back, Ladyy is there to brace herself against the back of your knees. She's such a good Lusus.
Good girl.
You wonder if she'll be your friend too. Her muzzle is dripping with a soup of multicolored alien heme. When you get back in the darkness of the hive, you can't see shit.
Of course. Dang, your species really ain't suited for this kind of environment, huh? You can't even see in the dark. Oh, there she is.
In demonstration, you walk right into the table. You've about had it with tables. You are sworn enemies at this point.
Oh, dear. Please don't knock it down my nutrition platform. I built it myself.
She sounds exhausted but giddy. Dang, you really did that thing, didn't you? You kind of want to go in for the hug, but that sunburn is really something. It feels like tiny needles piercing your arms and cheeks. The back of your neck is a colony of fire ants.
That sounds fun.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. It feels real bad, don't it? Come on, there's only one cure for sun rash.
Skylar takes your hand. Gosh, this is next level friendship stuff. She leads you through her hive, and who knows if you are ever going to get all of your vision back. Maybe you're just going to be blind for life. You'll have to get a cane and a whimsical aesthetic and learn to navigate the world by smell alone.
Indeed.
No, that would be stupid.
Oh. Here we go. My coop isn't huge, but you're kind of scrawny. What are you waiting for? Take your clothes off.
Man, the sun must have fucked with more than just your eyes. Because you could have sworn Kyla just told you to take your clothes off.
You're seriously not getting into my cocoon with those filthy rags. I'm not even sure what those clothes are supposed to be originally.
Yeah, you're not so sure about your look either. Another new friend of yours told you it was rad, but you were both a little high at the time. You might be a little high right now. You wonder if sunstroke causes auditory hallucinations. Also, you don't know what a raccoon is.
Really? Then what the heck do you sleep in your planet?
A bed.
Cozy.
You hear rustling followed by the sound of clothes hitting the floor and a weird gloop gloop, like someone getting into a bathtub, only thicker.
If a troll didn't have super, well, I don't really know what would happen. But I reckon it wouldn't be great. It can speed the healing process of burns and small wounds. I'm not sure what it's going to do. I'm not sure what it's going to do to your weird alien anatomy, but I don't see how it's going to make it any worse.
You tell Skylar that in your experience, things can always get worse, especially from her perspective right now, since she's about to see you naked. Nothing like a little self-depreciating humor that enables cover for crippling insecurity.
Woo!
Skylar laughs.
Come on now. I'm sure you're a perfectly healthy example of your species. Nah, just get in already. I promise this ain't any sort of pale solicitation, or flush for that matter. I know it's awkward, but I've only got the one coop.
Right, okay, yeah, you can totally do this. You can make this not weird. Of course, you trip taking off all your goddamn pants and Skylar starts laughing all over again. Not in a mean way, more in a chill, please join me in my slime bathtub old chum way. In a non-awkward way. In
Vision's
a
so
friend
fading.
way.
Do 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 do. We're in the goop. Oh damn, I'm sweaty.
That's cute.
It felt kind of shorter than most of them have been, but then I guess because there's it's less talking and more doing stuff going on there.
More punchy punchy.
More fighting, less chatting. I guess.
Yeah.
This is kind of a fun voice to do, but kind of hurts your tongue after a while. It feels a little over stereotypical. But no, that's fine. That's fine. Proud of this, again, as I said before, this is probably one of my most popular voices. But thank you so much. If you want to see my adventure with Branya, stick around. But for now, just sit tight and stay shiny and out of the sun.